Today on DNVR Buffs Live, the Buffs are back. The Buffs are back in action for one of the most exciting fall camps I can remember. And Coach Prime once again displays how unique he is with Charlie Offerdahl. Let's do it. Let's go.
Squad!
Coming to you live from the Toyota Lounge, driven by our Front Range Toyota stores, is DNVR Buffs Live, the first day of camp. Oh, we're actually back.
Feels so good, man. I was actually at Broncos camp today.
Oh, please.
So I got to,
what was that
hear
like?
the whistle and the pads and the sound of a football hitting gloves.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, it was a beautiful thing. And it just has me fully turned into football mode. It's here. We're back. Then watching, Reach the People today.
Yeah.
Seeing them out on that brand new turf with the fresh Colorado in the background. Oh, I'm fired up.
I mean, it felt real yesterday, being feet away from Coach Prime for a great day. But today, seeing the clips come out of the first practice, seeing the Colorado Buffaloes Twitter page, John Snelson, our guy Snelly and his team, cooking up some elite content out there from practice. Dudes making plays. Like, it's really here, bro. And I'm just ultra excited.
Same. Tons to get to today. We'll talk about the NFL Buffs. We're going to steal a player from every Big 12 team to add to this roster.
Okay.
That's going to be fun.
Did you say you guys already went through this a little bit while I was
Yeah.
on my other show?
Yeah, we have options for you.
All right.
Yeah. Should be fun. I'm
And
looking
some
forward to that.
rules, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some guidelines.
Yes.
To be specific.
Exactly.
I always worry about, just leaving you two to your own devices.
No, we've got
without me there.
We've got this figured out. Trust. Some takeaways from day one of camp. We're going to learn a lot more tomorrow, actually, when we go back up and ask Neely about what's actually going on today. But we'll talk about the Reach the People video. But today we start with the team meeting this morning, where Coach Prime is obviously back, speaking to the team, getting them ready to go onto the field. And Charlie Offerdahl, he calls him up to the front of the meeting room, and Charlie Offerdahl announces he will be medically retiring from football. He suffered a concussion at some point last year, and those symptoms lingered on a little bit. Obviously, it's just kind of the game nowadays, but Charlie's a very, very smart kid, and kind of just took his future in his own hands. I mean, can't do anything but commend him for that, honestly.
Absolutely. I mean, proud of Charlie for making a tough decision. That's extra tough considering this is his last year with the Buffs.
Right.
And I think most people his age would just say, like, I just want this one last year.
Yep.
One last year with the team. But obviously the concussion stuff that he's had to deal with is very serious, and I think all you can do is tip your cap to him for making a mature decision like that and doing it despite what's probably more fun and what he loves, which is playing football.
Yeah.
But we're thinking of him and we're rooting for him.
No doubt.
Most definitely. I mean, I personally know people who played with people who had to make a similar decision to just stop playing, before their eligibility ran out because they had to take care of themselves and specifically to do with concussion. So I know that wasn't an easy decision. It was probably the last decision Charlie wanted to make, but it was the right one because he has a full life ahead of him that he doesn't want to be, derailed by any means by, his past football career. And I think he made the right decision. And, I think it just makes his touchdown that he scored last year that much more special, right, to him, that, you know, he is always going to have that memory in his final season of, you know, playing college football. And in that video today that was shared, you know, by Shedeur Sanders, Coach Prime as well, I thought that was such a cool and touching moment to go up there and share that moment with him and tell him that, no, you still on scholarship, big dog.
Yeah.
You earned this scholarship. You staying on scholarship. And, you know, Coach Prime just keeping his promise in that manner, I thought was just another feather in his cap of the man that he is and the coach that he is, the mentor that he's been to Charlie, all those other OBs as well, right?
Of course.
So that was just really cool.
Yeah, he was like the first OB to kind of like break through, right?
Yep.
Like, prove that like there was talent on this roster. Like there were guys that if they were nurtured and loved and coached up, like they could become players for you. And I mean, it's no secret, Charlie's a smaller running back. Like this was always kind of a threat to his career. Maybe not the concussions, but injuries, right? Yeah. So yeah, it's a shame, but he's a smart kid, very, very smart kid. He's gonna go work to become a dentist. I think he's kind of following in his dad's footsteps, actually. So best of luck to him, man. He's gonna be someone you see his name 15, 20 years from now for sure.
Yeah, a couple things I want to add. One, I thought he said a lot of great things to the team, and honestly just took a lot of courage to stand up there and give that speech to the team. But the one that stood out the most to me was him saying Coach Prime believed in him before he even believed in himself.
Yeah.
And that's the type of special impact that Deion Sanders has on people. I asked the same thing to Mata one time. I said, did you have this like confidence in this swagger before you met Coach Prime? He's like, hell no. Not at all. And I think, you know, most people who have played sports had a experience with a coach, hopefully had a positive experience with a coach that kind of like helped you grow into who you are, or, you know, made you more of yourself. But when it's Deion Sanders, when it's Coach Prime, it's breathing confidence into you, the one of the most confident athletes we've ever seen, just hits different.
Yep.
And it was really cool to see Charlie like blossom once Coach Prime took such a liking to him and the way that he played. And is Deion still in here?
He just walked out.
Just walked out. Well, I was talking to him before the show because he was teammates with Charlie. And one of the things I said was like, it's such a shame that a lot of these concussions for Charlie happened in practice.
Right. Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, have you seen that kid practice?
Yeah.
Like he practices like it's a game
100%.
every single
Probably
day.
why Coach Prime loves him so much.
And it kind of was just like a connective thread for all that. It's like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like that dude doesn't know the difference between 50,000 people and the light shining down at Folsom Field or just in the IPF for a spring practice. Like he's giving 100%. And it's why Coach Prime took a liking to him. He said today, like, I don't think he's ever had lower than a 4. I think they grade them on like a 1 to 5 scale in a practice. Dude just loved the game, gave it everything he had. And people like Charlie Offerdahl are, to me, what make college football special. And there's so much that I love about college football. You guys know it's my favorite sport. But there's no Charlie Offerdahls in the NFL.
Nope.
Even the underdog stories in the NFL are like the Philip Lindsays of the world who were already balling out like crazy in college. Charlie Offerdahl is a guy who's like grows up being a CU fan, you know, gets told he's too small, finds a way, walks on the football team, earns the respect of Coach Prime, gets out there and scores a touchdown in Folsom Field.
Yeah.
Like that story arc doesn't happen in a lot of places. And so I'm so happy that he got to have that moment. But it's just a reminder of like the little things that separate college football from the rest.
And I think it's also a reminder of something you brought up yesterday, Jake, in regards to Coach Prime, where it's like you just don't know what people are going through.
Yes.
Like there are people, maybe rightfully so this offseason, where's Charlie? I don't think Charlie's around anymore. And there's your answer. People go through things in their personal life that, especially in this day and age where everything is so online and you know, there's video and photos of everything. Like sometimes people just go through things, and I think just as a society it would do us some good to just give some people some grace and allow them to announce things or say things or tell you things on their own time instead of when you want to hear it or when you want to know what's going on.
No, perfectly said, Scotty, honestly. I mean, like, this is a massive decision for him.
Yeah.
let's be realistic here. Charlie's probably wouldn't have made it to the NFL. Like, this is literally the last year he would have had to play this game in this fashion. Like, that is such a big decision, especially for someone who's worked their way up the depth chart, who has stuck it out for the 4 or 5 years now that Charlie has through all the ups and downs this program has had in that time. Like,
For sure.
So yeah, show some grace to Charlie. I mean, I haven't seen anything negative, but just to put it out there because you never know. Again, like maybe next off season, like something like this happens again. So
and I have a feeling that Charlie's not done with the game. I believe his dad coaches.
I think so.
And obviously his brother plays. I would not be surprised to see Charlie get into coaching, and it's oftentimes those guys when they get into coaching, it's like, oh yeah, he was the guy who gave 100% effort in practice every single day. Like those are the guys who translate so well to becoming coaches. So looking forward to what's next for him, and when we'll be rooting for him the whole way.
No doubt.
100%. He would have been a factor this year in the running back room. So, I mean, I guess we can use this as a segue into takeaways from camp. It's going to be imperative now that Micah, DeKalen, like someone really step up and take the reins in that running back room as a leader too, right? Like Charlie was probably the leader in that room. Like he was obviously one of Coach's favorites in terms of just work ethic and what he does at practice. But someone's going to have to take the reins in that room, whether it's Simeon Price, who has played a lot of football, or you see Micah, DeKalen, someone Dallin step up. But yeah, this does affect this backfield for this season, obviously, and it's a position that has a lot of questions. Simeon Price had some plays, or one play at least, during practice today that was like, who is that?
Hey, that boy looked good. That boy looked good. I'm not going to lie. And this is something with Charlie that if there's anybody who's going to benefit, from a football perspective from this, I think it would be Simeon Price, because I think Charlie, like you mentioned, was going to be, I would assume, in that top 4 of that rotation in that running back room. And now with him out of the picture, like I assume Simeon Price would be the guy to slide up. And again, if he continues to put together practices like the one we saw today, again, in just glimpses, I think he could be a factor alongside Dallin and Micah and DeKalen, who I think is going to be the real kind of explosive weapon, maybe in this offense, but particularly in the running back room. So that's going to be fascinating to watch. And I'm fascinated to see and hear from Marshall Faulk in terms of what he's seeing from these guys early on in camp, what he wants to see from these guys early on in camp, and kind of what his philosophy is going to be. Like, does he want one guy to be the lead back? Or does he want more of a running back by committee approach with multiple guys doing different things and using their skill sets to help this offense? So that might be the guy that I think I might have said this before, but that might be the guy, Marshall Faulk, who I'm most looking forward to hearing from this fall.
Real quick, Logan, could you make the chat a little bigger? Yeah. Thanks, bro.
I think there's entirely a chance that this running back room is just better than a lot of people are going to give it credit for. Obviously, last year and the year before did not go how anyone imagined, right? Losing Dylan did hurt. They weren't as skilled, I guess, in the backfield, or versatile, I guess, in the backfield.
Bro, I don't even think we got a sugarcoat, and I don't think you're trying to do that, but I wrote about this today, like, it's amazing how this team won 9 games last year, was in contention for the Big 12 championship, bro, and had the worst rushing offense in FBS.
Yep.
Dead last, and had 134th, worse than Kent State.
And, like, it's not like one of those things where you can say, like, oh, the numbers are deceiving. No,
right.
The numbers are
god-awful.
Exactly what it was.
Yes.
And so, like, yes, they have to be better because that's the only way to go up, is up, right? That's the only way to go is up.
Yep.
So, something has to be done, and that was why Marshall Faulk was brought in. That's why you go get a Pro Football Hall of Famer to coach this running back room and to get the most out of this running back room. So that is also going to be one of the things that I'm most closely going to be looking forward to, is this running back room and situation and how it evolves, who kind of separates themselves from the pack, because it has to be vastly different than it was last year. And I think it will be partly because of the offensive line is improved, but it's going to follow those guys carrying the rock.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting room. I was actually talking to Buffs legend Philip Lindsay about it today out at Broncos practice, and he was just kind of asking me for the rundown on the guys, and like even just saying it all out loud, it illuminates how wide open this is. I truly believe like any one of the guys. I think Simeon Price win the starting job.
Sure.
You wouldn't be surprised if there was one of 4 guys who was the starter or the lead guy.
So there's a little bit of excitement in that because each one of these guys brings something different to the table. You know, Dallin Hayden is a guy with 100-yard games in the Big Ten.
Yep.
Micah is a guy who we've seen flashes from, and you know we really like his mindset in the game. Kalen Taylor is like an X factor. Like if he realizes his potential, that could be special. All the way down to Simeon Price, who comes from the SEC. Yeah. Like this is a group that you can be excited about, but at the same time, there's a lot of question marks, and so it would be nice to see someone emerge early in camp.
Yes.
And just say, like, this is my job. Y'all are going to have to chase me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There's just talent in the room, I think. And I think that's just going to ultimately prove itself, especially this offensive line is better. It just is.
Yeah.
They're going to have more chances to make plays. So, all right, let's get into more camp takeaways on the other side of this break. Shout out to our friends over at Empire Today. The best in the business when it comes to flooring, whether you're switching to hardwood, tile, carpet, or any other way around from those options. But they got you covered. That's all they do is flooring. They're not going to try and upsell you anything else in your house. Maybe if they want to, hey, take out this wall, this would help things. No, they're not going to do that to you. They just want to get you the best floors possible. You can check out the virtual floor designer and see a variety of options from the comfort of your own home. Or you can schedule a free in-home estimate today because, again, things are just better at home. DNVR listeners can receive a $350 discount when using promo code DNVR. Again, that's a $350 discount with promo code DNVR. Some restrictions apply. Visit EmpireToday.com/DNVR for full details.
Also, shout out to our friends over at Toyota. You guys know I love my Toyota, and I've always wanted a Toyota truck because trucks are part of Toyota's DNA. For generations, Toyota has built durable legends destined for greatness and perfect for Colorado. Toyota offers 17 models with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, including not just their trucks, but the epic 4Runner. There's so much, and they brought back the Land Cruiser, which I'm really excited about. The thing looks absolutely sweet. So check out all of the new options from our friends over at Toyota. Toyota SUVs take command of the road and on the trail, so you can explore the road less traveled without sacrificing smooth city rides in SUVs like the RAV4 or the Highlander. If you're looking for a new Toyota, go visit a Front Range Toyota store at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota Eastern Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is a proud partner of Colorado Athletics and the official vehicle of DNVR.
All right, day one in the books. Reach the People video is out right now. There's about 8 minutes-ish of practice today. The team meeting's in there too. Again, only 8 minutes, but takeaways. Who wants to start first?
First thing that stood out to me was Isaiah Hart still in the gray jersey.
Yep.
We talked about that last week about, hey, is someone going to carry the torch? If CU is going to be two-way U,
right?
Someone's got to keep this thing going, keep the tradition going. And, while we were kind of under the impression that Isaiah was going to focus mostly on offense, and maybe he still will, the fact that he had the gray jersey was the first thing that stood out to me in that video chronologically.
Yeah. I mean, no, you're absolutely right. Same thing for me. I almost wrote down the note right then and there, still got the gray jersey on. So
caught a nice touchdown from Juju as well, I believe.
Caden,
or was it? It might have been Caden. You're right. I think it was from Caden back of the end zone. Caden escaped the pocket to his right. Found Harge back of the end zone. It was a nice looking play.
Shades of Shedeur to Amari against USC.
For sure. No doubt about it. So, yeah, I mean, Harge, we talk a lot about this receiver room, but I feel like he is a guy that we kind of, I don't want to say overlook, but because there's so many other guys, right, his name kind of maybe gets put down the list and whatnot. But, based on what we heard from Coach Jason Phillips, our receivers coach this spring, based on what we heard from Coach Prime this spring about what Isaiah Harge is capable of in that slot in particular, and even what he showed just on that one really long catch from Shedeur Sanders late in the season against Oklahoma State last year, bro can play, and his coaches believe in him. And this is not a young guy either. This isn't a freshman or sophomore. This is a guy who's been in this system and in college football for a couple years now. So Harge can't be discounted at receiver in particular, maybe not on the defense side of the ball. But my biggest takeaway was obviously the quarterbacks, right? They looked really comfortable on day one. They looked really in command. Obviously, we saw a lot of Juju. We saw a lot of Caden as well. We saw them spreading the ball around. I saw a lot of tight ends being involved, which I was really intrigued by as well. It wasn't just Zach Atkins either, who was obviously targeted quite a bit, but some other tight ends were involved. We saw O looking like Amari Miller, and that's a scary sight for Big 12 opponents or any opponent on the Colorado football schedule. So that was kind of, especially for day one of camp, right? I feel like typically it's like a big focus on inside run and run game, but like there were a lot of throwing the ball around and a lot of moving the pocket as well. Something we talk about should definitely be a part of the game plan when Caden Salter is in the game. But Juju can obviously do that as well at a high level. That has to just be a part of this offense. Moving the pocket, taking some pressure off your offensive line, and getting your quarterback kind of a two-way go. If you see it, throw it. If not, pick up positive yards with your legs. So that's what I saw today, and I liked a lot of it.
Go ahead.
It was funny because being at Broncos practice today, I was there for the inside zone draw screen practice. Which,
not the funnest.
It's positives and negatives. It's necessary. But then I turn on the reach to people. I'm like, I saw more throws in this 8-minute period than I saw in a 2-hour practice of the Broncos today. I literally saw Bo Nix, I think, complete 4 passes today.
Wow.
But
that's usually how it goes early on in camp.
No, for sure. And it was funny to just be like, kind of wish I could have traded places. Maybe go to Broncos tomorrow. I wish we could be at both. But those guys did look comfortable. It didn't look, I don't know, both of those guys have unique skill sets and they're both very talented. But I felt like they both put it on display today. And I'm so excited to get to talk to the coaches, to hear about what they're looking for and how these guys are doing and what their philosophies are going into this camp, because there's just so many questions. And I said this in my teaser tweet, but like, this is one of the more exciting fall camps I can ever remember at CU. Now, 2 years ago, going into Coach Prime's first season, that's pretty hard to compete with. But this is right up there because it actually has storylines. Like, we knew Shedeur Sanders was the quarterback. We knew Travis Hunter was going to play both sides of the ball. Like, there was a lot of excitement around it. This has like a lot of storylines, a lot of stuff that we might actually get to find out during this camp. And so I'm really looking forward to watching it unfold and getting the glimpses that we get to see, hopefully maybe making it to a practice or two, and hearing as much as we can from Uncle Neely.
Yeah, Scott, you touched on it, but Omari Miller, that's the story for me. When he's like talking to Darius before they even go outside, he got bigger too. Like, Coach Swayze's magic definitely worked on Omari Miller as well.
For sure, dude.
So it's not just the trench players. Like, he looks stronger, and even looking back, let's not forget he's recovering from a pretty crazy injury too, right?
Very serious.
And he's out there already, scoring touchdowns day one, just looking like he's ready to go. Like, he wasn't injured at all this offseason. So I think a lot of us, me included, are thinking that O's going to have a monster year. Like, I truly think he could get himself into like legit top 50, 75 NFL draft range with a good year. Like, he's got that in him this year. So
no doubt.
I'm just excited to see him already kind of looking himself and kind of already putting that injury in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to look smart at your office and you get into a college football conversation, like, drop the, what do you know about Omari and Miller? Because that's going to be
test.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's going to be a name that people are going to know in a few months that the average college football fan doesn't know right now. But that's something that we've been on since last season ended. Like, what's the storyline for next season? Like, that's O's breakout season.
Yep.
I truly think JoJo Williams is another guy who college football fans are going to know the name of if they don't already this fall. I posted a clip earlier today from Darius Jr.'s video of Juju just making a ridiculous throw in a murky pocket, to say the least.
Flick of the wrist.
Dotting up JoJo for a touchdown. And this is
I like that caption though, Juju to JoJo.
Juju to JoJo. It got a ring to it, don't it?
Sure does.
I hear that quite a lot for the next couple years.
I think we will. And we saw a good glimpse of that during the spring game when JoJo was the best receiver out there, production-wise. And even when you just watch some of the videos, whether it's well off or reach to people this offseason during summer workouts and whatnot, those two guys were almost always near each other or talking to each other, interacting with each other, cracking jokes on one another, talking about Juju and JoJo. And I brought this up, I think, last week when I'm talking about, like, I think Juju is gonna be a guy who like has maybe not this year, but before his college football career is over, is my fault. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But in terms of just leading this program to a college football like national championship at one point, or like having them in contention, and like I mentioned, like Juju being on the team, I see him like Micah being on the team in a couple of years. Like I see JoJo in kind of that same light. Again, this is a true sophomore. Getting a
People don't realize how young he is.
A true sophomore.
Yeah.
And like really only played a handful of college football games as a true freshman and balled in most of them. So they're going to be able to grow together and build I think a rapport that could be really special here in the next couple of years.
It's so wild to me, the talent that exists on this team, where like someone in the comments earlier was talking about Hakeem Williams. They're like, I think Hakeem Williams to show everyone why he's a 5-star.
Of course.
Bro, years ago, forget a 5-star. That wouldn't have ever actually happened. If there was a former 4-star transfer coming onto campus, it would be like, not only like, oh, we have hope for them, like we're relying on them to live up to the potential that they actually didn't live up to at their last school, which is why they're in the transfer portal in the first place. Like, and we need them. This team is full of guys who are high caliber players who might not crack the starting lineup, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Like this team has the luxury of potentially having a former 5-star transfer on the bench.
Yep.
And it's so far away from where we've come from that I can't even see where we used to be anymore. Like I'm trying to look back there and be like, there's a 5-star who looks the part 100%.
Yep.
Who has to work really, really hard to crack the rotation. Like what an unbelievable luxury they have, especially at that position.
No
I
doubt.
mean, he looks like he already like put on, I don't know, 5-10 pounds at least this summer as well too. Like it's crazy, dude.
Spencer Garcia says, real ones remember Uri Wright. Uri Wright is a 4-star corner who, we don't have to get into it, eventually ended up at CU and had to start as a freshman, and he must have weighed like 145 pounds.
Wow.
But they didn't have talent. So, like, they've got this kid out there getting torched. But he's the best option they had. Like,
When was this?
I mean, 2012.
Wow, okay. Yeah, he's right. Real ones will remember that. That's a long time ago. But I mean, y'all talking about Hakeem, and I think it was posted today that he's rocking number 5.
Yep.
Which is last worn by Jimmy Horn Jr.
Yep.
And if you're into numbers mean something, this would fall into that category. I feel like.
No, didn't Coach Prime say his first year, like, you got to be a dog to wear a single digit?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it means something to Coach Prime.
Of course it does.
And I don't know if the 5 is like an ode to him being a former 5-star, or if there's like some other connection to that number, but it fits. I tell you that much. And I feel like this staff in particular don't just give out numbers willy-nilly.
Yeah. Speaking of numbers, we saw Tyreek Davis rocking 9, I believe.
Wide receiver slayer.
Wide receiver slayer. How did we not know that?
I don't know. What a nickname.
That's incredible. Another just practice takeaway though. A lot of talk about the linebacker unit this summer, right? Martavius French with a pick 6 first practice.
Yep. I think off of Caden. Great jump on the ball.
Yeah.
Boy, it would be nice to get just some consistent play and coverage from that unit for sure.
Totally.
You hit on a transfer linebacker last year. Maybe you did it twice this year.
I mean, considering that they did bring in 3, if you hit on it twice.
I think more. I think 4 technically, with Kylan and Sean Myers.
Oh, I keep on forgetting about Sean Myers.
A lot of people are. Kind of a late ad, right?
Yeah.
Kind of flying under the radar a little bit. He didn't play, obviously, last year, except for in 2 games, but he's a former team captain. Like, similar to the running back room, there's talent in that linebacker room. It's about who's going to really emerge as that guy, or in the linebacker's case, those 2 guys.
100%. Let's take our next break. Time to chill. Shout out to our friends at Coors Light. Camp is starting. It's getting a lot busier for us already, right? We're only 2 days in at this point, and we can sense it. But you still got to remember to chill. sit back, enjoy Coors Light every now and then. I mean, football season is right around the corner, so you might as well stock up the fridge already.
We can't be saying right around the corner anymore, bro. It's here.
It is here. You're right. You're right. We got a
even
game in 2 days.
overcast day.
Yeah,
like,
it feels really fall outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a game in 2 days. Remember that.
the Hall of Fame game.
Dude.
It still counts.
Crazy.
Is it Chargers and who? I think
I
Chargers
have
Lions.
no idea
I think
who
it's
it is,
Chargers
honestly.
Lions, which is a decent matchup.
The Chargers got someone in the Hall of Fame.
Do you have
LT?
to have a player in the Hall of Fame?
I
to play
thought
in the
that's
Hall of
what it
Fame?
Usually
was.
it's like 2 teams that like have players getting inducted that year.
Yeah. Anyways, you got to do your scouting for the bars too, right? Come check out the DNVR bar. Have a Coors Light, and just imagine what it'll look like on a Saturday about a month and a half from now, just packed with Buff fans. So hit up our friends at Coors Light. Make the most out of times you choose to chill, and get it delivered straight to your door when you visit CoorsLight.com/DNVR. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado beer.
And I got the perfect event for y'all to chill with some Coors Light this weekend. This Saturday, August 2nd, join us at DNVR for our 2025 Summer Pickleball Tournament at Chicken and Pickle. We're celebrating, supporting big brothers, big sisters of Colorado at Chicken and Pickle in Thornton. It's going to be a day filled with fun, competition, and giving back to such a great cause. So whether you're a pickleball pro like myself or just starting out, this event is for everybody. Grab your paddle, grab your friends, and get ready to play your heart out for a great cause. So let's make a difference together while having a blast on the court. I'll see y'all there this weekend. Make sure you sign up at thednvr.com/events to reserve your spot. And shout out to Chicken and Pickle. Y'all go check them out.
Also, one more event, which is a Broncos focus, but really anyone that is a ball knower or wants to be more of a ball knower should come by this Friday, 6:30. Our guy Benny Fowler putting on a live film session in the
hell
bar. Going to be really cool to watch a Super Bowl champion break down film, kind of give people the lowdown on what we're looking at, what people are looking for
What's
in
he
the NFL.
breaking down? Like last year's team?
I think so.
Okay.
But it should be really fun. And as I said on the Bronco show, also worth it to just come meet Benny Fowler because he's cool as hell.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a good night here Friday night. And it was originally just open to diehards, but the last few tickets are available to the public. So anyone can come by Friday, 6:30. Go RSVP on thednvr.com/events.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. You ready?
I'm
Steel
ready.
player?
Hell yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, so ground rules. Obviously 15 teams, not picking Colorado. You have to pick at least one of every position. Have to. You can't pick 15 running backs. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's not going to work that way.
That sounds harder.
Yep.
You do have to pick a quarterback too. Just to, I don't care what you do. You can pick the worst one, but someone to add to this roster.
Okay.
Again, we're adding to this year's roster. Every single team.
People are going to hate this.
This is just fun. Don't take this too serious, please.
Let's have fun, guys. Yeah, like you said, pick one from every team too as well.
Yeah. Was that it, right?
Yeah, I think those three.
Okay.
One player from every team, and you can't repeat positions.
You can repeat positions.
Up to two for each position.
We might
right?
show you grace with 3.
Okay.
But
all right. Okay.
I'm like, this isn't the pick your favorite linebacker from all the teams exercise. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, all right. First team, we're starting with Arizona here. We came away with 3 guys who stand out. We're going alphabetical order. We just have to do it. Obviously, Noah Fafita is one. Purely just one of the best quarterbacks in this conference. Next.
Or at least was 2 years ago.
Was, sure. Trey Smith. He was on the Wildcats last year. He plays on the defensive line. He had 53 total tackles, 7.5 TFLs, 4.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 6'5", like 250 pounds. And then Dalton Johnson is a defensive back there. Played in 11 of 12 games last year, made Big 12 honorable mention. He also returned some kicks. 94 total tackles, 5 TFLs, 2 passes broken up, 2 forced fumbles.
I think that's the pick. If we have to pick somebody from Arizona, I think that's the pick. Add him to the secondary. What do you think? I don't think we're adding Fafita to this team, and there are some really good other options at defensive line down the line here.
And there's some good quarterbacks too. Are you going to
Right.
use your quarterback pick on Noah Fafita?
I mean, You're adding them to the team, so
Yeah, exactly.
Could be QB3.
Sure.
True.
A strong QB3.
Sure.
We'll go with the DB.
All right. So Dalton Johnson is going to welcome to the team.
Welcome to the squad.
The Buffs now have another.
we like versatility. You said he has
Exactly.
some kick return ability as
Yeah,
well. So yeah, we
totally.
like that. There it is.
I mean, look, we feel good with the two safeties who we think are going to start,
course.
right?
Yeah.
You got another one?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arizona State. This one's kind of loaded. Obviously, Jordan Tyson, former Buff, one of the
Don't need
best wide receivers in the country. But there's some other guys. Kanye Udo. He's the former Army running back. He's probably going to be.
Wow.
He rushed for over 1,000 yards for Army last year. He's at ASU.
I look, he saw him on the game and thought that was just a created player.
No,
But it
yeah,
makes sense.
he's
Is rushing for 1,000 yards at an Army impressive?
Yes,
I think so.
They run the ball every play.
but the quarterback also
but
runs
they
the
know
ball.
that too, and you
That
still
too.
got 1,000 on them.
Fair.
Who else do we got here? We got
CJ Fight
CJ Fight, all Big 12 preseason pick at defensive line.
probably be my pick.
Which one of us did he beat in cornhole? Was it you or me?
I didn't lose in cornhole, so I don't know.
Was it me or Jake?
Yeah, I think
I
because
don't
he
know.
did the forks up, so I had to.
You
have been
did
bro.
tie though.
I did tie, right? I didn't lose though.
Yeah.
I think it probably was Jake because he had to do the.
Ben Coleman got first team Big 12 offensive line.
Okay.
Xavier Alford's a really good defensive back.
He
We
is
did just
cold.
add a defensive back. And then Keyshawn Elliott at linebacker, who's going to be a very good player, or is a very good player, I should say. He was second on their team in tackles last year. Miles Rouser, do you remember him? Mm-hmm. He's still on their team playing safety as well, but we did just take a DB.
I really like Fight. I'm intrigued by the offensive lineman though, but I think those would be either of our two picks. What say you?
Jordan Tyson is the best wide receiver we're probably going to talk about on here. Just saying.
And you have to add a wide
We
receiver
have
at
to
some
add
point.
one. We have to add one. You're going to have options. I mean, this is one of the best teams in the conference. You can't really go wrong here.
You didn't even mention Sam Levitt, I don't think.
No, of course not. No, there's better options in the conference.
I like Fight. I mean,
let's do it.
Let's do Fight. All right.
All
Because
right.
yeah, you sound like you weren't trying to add Jordan, so that's cool with me.
BYU, Chase Roberts, wide receiver.
I do like him.
We got LJ Martin at running back. He was, I think, the Alamo Bowl MVP, actually.
Yeah, he was nice.
Jack Kelly plays linebacker. Isaiah Glasker plays linebacker. And then
Glasker's
kicker
nice, too.
Will Farron, who I think got all Big 12 preseason, right? If you want the stats on the linebackers to pick between them, I can tell you. But go ahead.
Give me the linebacker stats.
All right. So
Because we were going after a guy and he was like second on the team and everything.
That was Taggart.
That was
Yeah,
Taggart. He
like
went to
second,
Cal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who's first?
Glasker had 15 TFLs, 70 total
Glasker was
tackles, 3.5 sacks, 3 interceptions. He had a touchdown.
He was my vote for honorable mention.
I'll take him.
I mean, Jack Kelly, though, also had 10 TFLs, 5 sacks, a pick, a pass defense. I mean, they're really good. 2 forced fumbles.
Yeah, I want Glasker though. 15 tackles for loss and 3 picks.
Yeah.
He was nice.
Baylor.
He actually led them in tackles. Yeah, last year 70.
Yeah.
Last
Yes,
year.
he did. Yes.
Pick 6 too.
Baylor. Sawyer Robertson, of course. Josh Cameron at wide receiver. Bryson Washington
guy.
at running back. Washington also was.
Weren't they saying you look like him?
Yeah, kind of do. I ain't gonna lie, kind of does. Some similarities there.
Washington was all preseason Big 12 pick at running back, I believe.
Yeah, he's probably the best. He's probably the best returning running back in the conference.
Linebacker.
No. Javian White.
Jaheim White.
Or Jaheim White, yeah.
Yeah, those are top. Those are my 2 votes for sure.
Linebacker Keaton Thomas as well. There's a punter, Palmer Williams. If you want to take your punter here,
Baylor got
I
some
don't think
players.
we're going to have to take a punt.
you don't have to. And then low key, this one, defensive lineman Samu Tau Manu Pepe.
What a name.
He's around like 380 pounds.
Damn.
Production.
I
I'm
think when
looking
it
it up.
comes to their present and future, Sawyer Robertson is the quarterback I'm highest on in the conference. So I'm thinking there.
In terms of the future, I think this is his final year of eligibility.
Is it?
Yeah, almost positive.
Interesting.
I'm trying to get this guy's stats. Sorry, he's a transfer, so I got to go look it up.
So I'm cool with taking Sawyer, but I feel
Well,
like
are we potentially not taking a quarterback at all?
yeah. Do we have to take a quarterback, bro? I don't think we have to take a quarterback.
Why wouldn't you take a quarterback?
All right, we'll take a quarterback.
For
I'm not
a
taking
quarterback,
Sawyer.
I would take Sawyer, but
I think Cameron and the running back are just two elite options.
I'll tell you right now, like Dan Pierre's going to come up, Avery's going to come up. Like there's more options at quarterback.
Well, he just mentioned a running back, so we don't need Dampier.
That was you that said that, not me. Sawyer, who's your pick?
No,
Who do you like between Cameron and
because
Washington?
I'm gonna take Jaheim White.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm taking him from West Virginia.
We'll
to be
take
my
Cameron
running
then.
back.
All right, let's take Josh Cameron.
Get a receiver, kick returner. He's the best returner in the conference.
I mean, Cincinnati only has 3 dudes, but this could be a very interesting conversation between defensive tackle Dante Corleone, tight end Joe Rauer, and linebacker Jake Galladay.
Give us the Godfather, bro.
Yeah,
For sure.
I mean, look,
I love Joe Royer though.
I was gonna say, he's
nice.
really good.
He
Like-
really is. But I think we know who we're going with the tight end.
Sure. Houston, maybe even a better tight end here. With Tanner Koziel, Matthew Wyckoff, he's coming in from Cal on the offensive line. Of course, blocked for Jaden Ott, and they rushed for a ton of yards. Dean Connors is coming in, starting running back at Rice the last 2 years.
The chat is confused. We're going through every team to steal one player. You can steal one player from every team in the conference. So,
It says it on the screen right there. Big 12 steal a player.
what Go Bucks said, we're even confused about what's happening. I feel like we're not.
Just rewind the show. I don't know. Houston, Keontae Scott also played cornerback at Auburn.
We're on Tanner.
I want the tight end.
Yes.
6'5". Tanner caught 90 passes last year.
Yeah,
That's
he's going to be
crazy.
a matchup nightmare
I
this
don't know
year
if we
for
have
them.
90 tight end catches in the last 10 years at Colorado.
Probably not.
Iowa State is next. Dominique Orange plays D-line. They got 2 really good defensive backs, in
Yes, they
Jeremiah
do.
Cooper and John Tez Williams. Which one do you like more?
I'll tell you in just a second here. Because I voted them both, I believe, in my
Your ballot?
preseason all-conference ballot.
All right.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I voted both of them. So Williams had an interception in 4 straight games, including 2 game-sealing interceptions. He was second team All Big 12 last year. And then Cooper is just one of the best safeties probably in the country. All Big 12 honors in back-to-back years. He was first team in 2023, honorable mention last year. 7 interceptions, 18 PBUs over the last 2 seasons for Cooper. I'll give that edge to Cooper. He's just been, over the last 2 seasons, he's just been elite.
Let's do it.
All right, we're taking Jeremiah Cooper at DB out of Iowa State. Kansas. Offensive lineman Bryce Foster. I mean,
You guys don't want Jalen Daniels?
I didn't even put him on the list.
Rand's light pole, I don't even know if he won Jalen Daniels. He might, though, actually.
Bryce Foster was first team or All Big 12 preseason. I think he plays center or interior.
I think he plays center.
Okay.
I think he plays center.
Well, that
And he's probably the pick.
yeah, I was gonna say, that answers that.
Yeah.
We got to
Yeah,
name
he's a
multiple
center.
names, so
He's a
I'm
center.
throwing out Edge Dean Miller. Just putting it out there.
Okay.
And then
Wasn't that the dude that
Yes.
went low on Shedeur?
yes.
He ain't invited.
Not welcome, buddy.
Trey Lathan and Lath Margin too are the other.
I'm going with Bryce Foster for sure. At a center, that's honestly a good ad.
Totally, absolutely.
Potentially a position of need, and the center there.
Okay, Kansas State. Dylan Edwards is the first name that came to my mind. Will Swanson, if you want to get, little nasty, little exotic on offense, you can get a fullback, one of the best in the conference.
I do like nasty and exotic.
Austin Romaine also made first team preseason Big 12 at linebacker.
God.
And
He's
then
probably the pick.
Avery Johnson as well.
I'm bringing Dylan home.
Really?
Although I did say
I thought you said that you're going with Jaheim White.
Yeah.
I mean, you could pick 2 running backs.
I will say Austin Romaine, the Kent State's linebacker, was the highest graded linebacker in the Power 4 last year as a true sophomore. Led K-State with 96 tackles, 54 of them were solo.
All right.
I mean, you do
He's
have
pretty good.
I can be convinced.
you do have DeKalen on this roster. Remember,
Yep, I know. That's true.
I would throw Jace Brown in there as well. He's
Yes,
slept
yes.
on. Is a really good receiver in this
he
league.
is.
I just wanted to make a point that some former Buffs I do want back and some I don't.
We can totally bring Dylan back. It's all right.
It's cool.
No, let's take the backer.
It's our first linebacker, I believe, right?
We took Glasgow out of
True.
BYU.
We need to anyway.
Yeah,
That's
of course
perfect.
we need to. Yeah, it's okay.
And by the way, I think that this segment is fun.
Thank you. I'm having fun too. Oklahoma State again.
Yuck.
You could bring back Tajay McCoy if you want. They got Brian McCoy Jr. who plays linebacker for them, and then
He
a
is nice.
ton of transfers. Remember we talked
McCoys do they have?
a lot. Remember we talked about Cam Abshire, plays wide receiver at one point in the offseason. He ended up going to Oklahoma State.
Okay.
He's coming up a level, I believe. And then they have an edge, Kyron Duhan from, do you remember where he's from?
Akron, I believe.
And he was very productive there last year as well. It's Oklahoma State.
Duhan was at UTEP. It was McCoy
Oh, yes,
who
you're
was
right.
at Akron.
You're right.
I mean, after all that, I think I would just take Tajay.
Yeah, let's just bring a buff. We got to bring one buff back home,
Yeah.
I felt like. Let's do it.
Welcome back, Tajay. We missed you. TCU.
I kind of forgot that we traded Tajay for Alexander McPherson.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. TCU. We did take Josh Cameron, Eric McAllister at wide receiver. Bud Clark is still there. He plays DB.
He's cold.
And then Nnamdi Obiezer
Oh yeah.
Hell
at
yeah.
linebacker, right?
Yeah,
I
former
think we already got a
DB.
few linebackers though.
We
Yeah,
are
we're
pretty
good
full
at
at linebacker. Although you've done a good job picking, I'll allow another linebacker if you really want it.
I do like OBA's or
Bud Clark, who you mentioned, was second team All Big 12 last year.
Yep.
68 total tackles, 3 picks. He's a top 5 rated safety on the CFB 2026.
Mm-hmm.
So I know we got one DB from Iowa State.
what
Yep.
about
Cooper.
your boy, the wide receiver?
That's McAllister.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
okay.
mentioned
That's
him.
my guy.
I didn't hear.
We
it.
could add him.
We could. 6'4", like 210.
He's a dog.
He was their second leading receiver last year, and they had 2 receivers drafted.
Yeah.
I think you probably still go Clark though.
You
Be
did
our
take a
second
safety
DB.
already. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
And
top
a corner.
5 rated safety on the game. He was cold last year, so I'm cool with Bud. Cool name too.
Yeah, you can take whatever here.
Bud Clark. Lock him in.
All right. Texas Tech. I just stayed on the front 7 here.
Yeah, I want Lee Hunter.
Over David Bailey.
Yep.
Really?
I'm not the end all be all here. You guys, there's 3 of us.
David Bailey's an animal. Also, Jacob Rodriguez. Throw his name in there. I think he's from Zona, right?
I mean, yeah, he is the preseason defensive player of the year. Jacob Rodriguez is. But I will say,
3 great options.
yeah, David Bailey was my pick for the preseason defensive player of the year.
Okay.
7.5 sacks last year, 5 the year before. I bet he gets to 10 this year. So, yeah, I'm obviously Lee Hunter's a dog.
I mean, yeah.
After we
So,
ran into him at Big
yeah.
12 Media Day, that was the
So I'm
biggest
cool with
person
either
there.
one.
Lee Hunter?
No, we'll go. You guys both looked at me like I was crazy when I said that. So
It was
We'll
just
go
Jake
Bailey.
was just like, "Are you sure?"
Okay, so we'll take David Bailey then.
So we got our 2 edges. We got Tajay and David on the edge.
Yep.
We got on the interior. We got the Godfather and who?
Um,
Or maybe we just got one interior so far.
But we did take Tajay McCoy at edge.
Yeah, him and Bailey are on the edge.
Yes, and then Romaine and Glasker. So the
Linebacker.
front 7's pretty good.
Yeah, we could add one interior guy.
You
but
could, but options are
and we got 2 DBs.
yeah.
we got a tight end.
2 DBs, got a tight end. You didn't
Gotta-
take a running back yet. You didn't take a quarterback yet.
We already passed on the only quarterback that I wanted. So
Looking back on it, we should have just added him. Because when we do
we
add a
just
quarterback,
added a wide receiver. We don't even need a wide receiver.
because when we do add a quarterback, people are gonna be upset. Whoever that ends up being.
I don't even think we're going to at this point.
You don't have to. UCF.
Who's next? UCF.
UCF. Najee Kelly is still there.
It's probably got to be
Former
the guy.
Miami player, right?
Yeah.
Jaden Nixon, running back. Where's he transferring in from again?
I
And then Paul Rubelt plays tackle. He's transferred in. He's their only, I think. Is this the only 4-star? Oh, no, that was Oklahoma State. Never mind.
I think we add Nigel Lee Kelly to this defensive line.
Sure.
Do you have a preference of tackles at Utah, basically, is what this next question is. Unless you want to add Devin
I want the
Dampier.
right tackle.
Spencer Fano plays left, I believe, right?
Yeah. And
So
then
Caleb
Lomu's
Lomu is the
on right.
pick.
Or we could just move Fano to the right side.
I mean, yeah, truly. Doesn't matter.
He's going to be a top 10 pick, isn't he?
I thought Fano was the bigger one.
That's what I'm
That's what
saying.
he's talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he plays right for us now.
Okay, sweet. And then West Virginia, you're adding Jaheim White?
Yep.
All right. So Dalton Johnson at ASU is a Buff. Welcome to the team, Dalton. CJ Fight at Arizona State.
Yep.
And then we have the linebacker Isaiah Glasker from BYU, Josh Cameron at Baylor,
Dog.
Dante
Not twin.
Corleone from Cincy, Tanner Koziel from Houston, Jeremiah Cooper from Iowa State, Bryce Foster from Kansas, Austin Romaine from Kansas State, Tajay McCoy from Oklahoma State, Bud Clark from TCU, David Bailey, Najilet Kelly, Spencer Fano, and Jaheim White.
That's the squad right there. We add some real talent to this Colorado football roster.
Honestly, I think that these types of segments are important for when you get to the games against those teams, or when you just tune in to those games. You're like, oh, I remember these guys. We've talked about
That's
them.
all it is. We're just talking about the Big 12 players.
Yep.
We don't have to get all sensitive about this. Please don't.
Yeah, no guarantees that these guys are going to start over here, but welcome to the team.
Yeah, you've earned a right to compete.
What's on your mind when it comes to these NFL buffs? Either Travis, Jimmy,
Okay.
Shedeur, of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was ready to crash out when I saw the Jimmy Haslam quote today.
Crazy, bro.
But then I watched the actual video. The quote graphic made it seem a lot worse than it was.
Yahoo Sports is on a bad run right now. Of course.
Are they
dude.
really?
Yeah, they
Yes.
are, bro. Yes.
They are. Because they also did the quote graphic of Coach
Oh, the
Prime,
Coach Prime one yesterday,
saying he
yeah.
has to make a will ahead
Yes.
of his press conference, even though Bucky clearly labeled that it was in May. That quote graphic was one of the more insane things I've read in a while.
Yeah.
And then I watched the video, and he was basically, you can still take issue with it if you want, but he was basically saying, like, Kevin calls the plays, Andrew drafts the players, like, that's their job, so that was his call.
Yes.
And he also was basically saying, like, I didn't think we were going to do that
Right.
when I went to bed Friday night. It still doesn't look great, but it looks so much worse on that quote graphic than
sure.
it really was in execution.
And honestly, bro, I'm glad you went there first, because like people were pissed off after the draft because they're like, Stefanski and Barry didn't even want him. This is Haslam's call. Haslam came down and said they're going to draft Shedeur, and they were
Right.
pissed about that. And now when this quote comes out and Haslam is saying, it wasn't me, it was the guy who does the drafting who made the call, and they're pissed about that too. So it's like, bro, people just want to be upset. And also there are people who are like, get Shedeur out of Cleveland, trade him to another team. Trade him to a team that didn't draft him? That had multiple chances to actually draft him and didn't do it? Instead of the team that actually did draft him? That doesn't make any sense to me. So
I
like,
will say, I was saying to Henry when I was sitting down before the Broncos show, I was like, I can't believe my punishment for getting to watch Shedeur Sanders for 2 years is now I have to pay attention to the Browns.
It's terrible.
So I understand people who want Shedeur
Sure.
out of Cleveland, because what an absolute dumpster fire that place is as an organization. With that being said, you do make a good point about like, I think it was almost in response.
it clearly,
To
if you
everyone saying it
watch
was-
the clip. That's what he was like. I know everybody thinks that it was me,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was like, no, it's the guy whose job it is to draft the people, and the guys whose job it is to call the plays is going to call plays. But I'm the owner.
100% blame Yahoo Sports for this.
Yes, like I said, they're on a bad run right now.
What else is Jimmy supposed to say, though? Like, if he did pick Shedeur, he's not going to be like, yep, that was me. I made the call 5th round.
I
Couldn't
would if
take
I
it
was the
anymore."
owner. I'd be like, I called my shot. I think Shedeur's dope.
That's why I just think like,
And Coach Prime said he talked to the owner after the pro day. Great
Yeah.
guy. I think one of them's going to end up there. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't know why
I don't
people
know,
are
man.
upset about that. Like, and it sounds like people just want to be upset about something. So I don't know.
I just don't think if he was lying up there, it's probably not the first time Jimmy Haslam has lied to the media.
No.
Every time a person goes on the podium, they lie to the media.
Facts.
T says, was he not throwing Barry under the bus? When I watched the actual clip, I didn't feel like there was. I feel like he was literally saying, like, yeah, that's his job. So he did his
Right.
job. Everyone thinks I drafted him, but no, I also don't call the plays on Sundays. That's what Kevin does.
Yes.
So that was the vibe I got from it. And also he was giving him credit, in my opinion, because eventually that's going to look like a really smart move.
Yep. And yesterday, I don't know, they're obviously at training camp as well today. I don't think numbers will come out. But yesterday, on the day when Coach Prime had the press conference and announced that he beat cancer, Shedeur, first day in pads, 9 of 9, 2 touchdowns. The best quarterback out there on the numbers. Obviously, Kenny Pickett, I don't think we talked about this, but he is out
He's out for a while.
At least the next week with what I've heard is a grade 2 hamstring, which isn't ideal. Like, that's going to hold you out for a little bit. Dylan Gabriel yesterday, first day of pads, 8 of 12, Flacco 6 of 9. So if Shedeur continues to stack days like that, like yesterday, especially now with the pads on, especially now with it down to a 3 quarterback race, ostensibly with Pickett out of the picture, he is going to get his opportunities. And actually, speaking of, I think,
did he get first team today?
I don't. Like I said, I just haven't followed.
There's still no
today.
excuse for that. I'm sorry. There's no excuse for that. It's ridiculous. Are you done? Because I'm about to go.
I was just gonna add one more thing about Shedeur getting his chance. Jimmy Haslam, I think this was yesterday, part of his presser. He goes, the Browns absolutely need to see their rookie quarterbacks play in 2025 before next year's draft, obviously. And speaking of next year's draft, he was asked about Arch Manning.
Yes.
And he said that he's pretty plugged into Arch Manning and their family. He was like, he's staying in college for at least 2 years.
A lot of people have said that.
So he will not be an option for them in the draft next year, but go ahead,
Why would they predetermine? It's a conversation for another day.
It just blows my mind how the Cleveland Browns, the team just constantly dealing with quarterback issues, still won't put this guy on first team. It makes 0 sense. And the fact that we need a Kenny Pickett injury to move him up the depth chart, like what the hell are we doing, man?
What the hell is going on?
What the hell is going on? Thank you. It's just, it makes no sense to me still. It's like the Browns are like lucking into Shedeur moving up the depth chart even at this point. It's, I don't know. It's frustrating. Free 12. But let him cook, man.
Yeah.
Put him on the field. It's just, it makes no sense.
Optimist. I still think that he's eventually going to get those opportunities, and when he takes them, they're going to be able to say like he earned every single thing that he got. He wasn't handed anything. He worked his way up from 4th on the depth chart. I'm just telling you.
You're right, bro. You're right.
It's so annoying though.
Bro, people have just never paid this much attention to training
the Browns.
Camp. And to the Browns, Frax. And like I feel like people just can't really handle all this information that they're getting.
Yeah.
And they're just jumping to conclusions when like the coaches aren't even there where they're like making real decisions about the season yet. They're not there yet. I can tell you, they're not there yet. They're literally still in the evaluation stage. Like we are still in July. And again, the most important thing is that when Shedeur is getting currently his opportunities, whether it's second team, third team, he is making the most of them. And I'm telling you, you stack days, you stack weeks like that, he is going to get an opportunity in the regular season. And when he does, he's going to ball. And then at that point, there would be no questions anymore.
How many dropbacks do you think he gets a week from Friday in their first preseason game against the Panthers?
And that's another thing.
How many true dropbacks? I think it's fewer than 5.
That would be absolutely shocking because Flacco ain't playing.
Right. And neither is Pickett.
Exactly.
That's 2 weeks out.
What is?
The first preseason game.
But you think Pickett's going to be back and playing?
I don't. Do you?
I mean, they seem married to him for some reason. They've obviously don't feel like they've seen enough.
Physically available, like a grade 2 hamstring, like he's not practicing this week. So he might return to practice next week. And then I don't even know. I don't think he's going to play in that first preseason game.
They're all competing for the same roster spot though. And they are clearly giving him a look over Shedeur at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. If he's healthy, then I think Shedeur will probably get the 4th quarter.
It's crazy.
If not, though, he might get the whole second half.
That's like the first litmus test, honestly. Next Friday.
I agree.
How much are you actually going to play him?
So it's not 2 weeks from now.
Yeah,
it's a week from Friday.
So it's a week away.
It's like 10 days.
It's a week from Friday.
Today
is Tuesday.
You was talking about 2 weeks, though.
Yeah.
It's 10 days, bro. Why do we have to get into so many specifics? God damn it. That's not the point.
Such a good mood earlier.
Because the point is that Pickett needs time to recover from this injury, get back to practice to prep for the game, to then play in the game. I don't think he has that time.
Okay, he's going to miss this week. He'll probably be back on Monday then if he misses a week, right?
I don't know.
I think
The injury happened over the weekend. It's like 3 days old. What are you talking
So
about?
it's going to take 2 weeks for him to recover.
Okay. That could make him put him in line to start or to play potentially.
I don't think so.
They've seen obviously married to him. They want to get him reps. They keep on talking about him like he's something they don't even like, almost like a rookie.
We're going to finish this crash out in overtime.
I think it was important. Obviously, Coach Prime talked to Michael Irving, and there was a lot of good stuff in that. And Coach Prime talked about how, like, you know, Shedeur basically told them, like, don't pull up to camp right now. Like, I'm not getting the reps I want to get. Like, and Shedeur said to Coach Prime, courtesy of Coach Prime, like, once the preseason comes, though, like, I'm going to handle my business. And I think Shedeur realizes, like, that's where the opportunities really are, right? The most valuable, I feel like, opportunities, the live reps in preseason against another opponent, against another team. That's when you're mostly going to be evaluated. And that's when the separation is going to start, right? Because I'm telling you, like, week one, if Shedeur Sanders outperforms Dylan Gabriel, which he will, what the hell are Kevin Stefanski going to say the following week? Or leading into the week 2 preseason game about reps and whatnot? Like, there at that point, I will be on your side in terms of tweaking out about what the hell is going on. But at this point, I'm just not there yet.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. He definitely deserves reps. That if they're not giving him reps in the preseason game,
then we have a
red flag should arise.
Yes.
I mean, again, that's the ultimate one.
Yep.
So
I agree with you.
And by the way, I completely agree that they have no excuse to not give him an opportunity with the first team, especially considering Dylan Gabriel is getting those opportunities.
And the
only difference between those two players is where they were drafted.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no other. They're both young. They're both rookies. They're both fighting for a roster spot. I think it honestly sends a bad message to your team to be giving one guy preferential treatment based off of where he was drafted. Sean Payton tells a story about how, and Zach was telling this on the show earlier, how he had an undrafted running back and a 4th-round running back came in the same year. They cut the 4th-round running back that year at the end of training camp.
As a rookie?
Because the undrafted guy came in and mopped the floor with him.
So this happens all the time. Like, this like amnesia that this never happened before. And, we got to go by draft status. The 3rd-round pick has to get more reps.
Yep.
It's crazy. It really is. So, to be specific, in 9 days, 7 hours, 26 minutes, 49 seconds, we'll find out for sure. Because we wanted to go into specifics with timing.
I think that's important specific. No. I think those are important specifics.
I don't think anybody would call 9 days 2 weeks. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it
Injured
real.
his hamstring on Saturday.
I don't think anybody would do that.
That was 3 days ago.
I don't know what that has to do with the game not being in 2 weeks. But
Because
I
he's
hear
already
you.
3 days removed from the initial injury. It's not like he got hurt 2 minutes ago.
We know when he got hurt.
Huh?
I want to see the chat.
17 seconds.
Low-key. Facts.
No, y'all are being ridiculous. God. Actually, it's 11 days from this point in time, and
9 days.
God, it's
Okay.
ridiculous.
I love y'all, man.
Do we have time for? We're the last show. I guess we have time for whatever.
We can go all night.
Yeah. Do you guys know the 5 college football teams projected to win every single game? They're favorites in every single game this year. 5 college football teams.
Notre Dame has to be one.
Notre Dame is one.
They'll underachieve.
How many SEC teams? None?
Okay, so 1 Big 12 team, 1 ACC team, 1
Texas
SEC
Tech?
team.
Just Tech?
No, not Texas Tech.
Arizona
And
State.
1 Big 12 team. Yes, it's Arizona State. You already got Notre Dame. That's 2 of the 5.
You said one SEC.
1 SEC.
Is that Texas?
Nope.
Georgia.
Georgia.
And then what are the
A
other
lot
two?
of it's a lot of stock in Stockton.
ACC
real.
and Big 10.
ACC. Oh,
Clemson.
Clemson
And what was the last one?
Big 10.
And Ohio State.
And Ohio State, yep. So if you're looking at the gambling lines, those are the teams that are only teams in the country favored to win every single game.
If you had to, you could only bet on one team to go undefeated. Who's your pick?
Clemson in the ACC.
I think Clemson as well.
What did they go last year? They won 10 games?
I think so.
Around there. They made the playoff. They made the
Yeah.
ACC title game.
Yeah. FSU. I guess I would maybe go with Clemson too because weaker conference and incredibly experienced quarterback.
Who's the least likely out of that? I would say Georgia probably.
Well, it's Ohio State. They're losing to Michigan again.
It's good point.
Perhaps.
Oh, I have a meeting right now.
Okay.
Let's get the rest of these super chats.
All right. To the Toyota chat we go. SN Services, the wild card is Terrell Timmons. What if he steps up? That would be something. Lot of guys he would have to jump, but I mean, he could do it. David asked who was running back number 26. That is Simeon Price.
Looking like a problem.
He was the one who had the like bounce off spin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was sick.
That was Simeon. What's up, Wayne? Anybody heard anything about how Will Shepard is doing in Green Bay? I do not know if Packers have started yet or not.
Pretty sure they have, yeah.
By the way, we didn't even get a chance to talk about Travis.
And Jimmy.
Well, Travis just looks exactly like Travis.
Yeah.
Not a damn thing has changed. Oh, could he do this in the NFL? He looks the exact same on the practice field that he looked in Colorado.
Yep.
No doubt. PBUs.
Looks bigger too.
Always
honestly.
around the football, yeah.
The way that he just explodes towards the football when that thing is in the air is unbelievable.
Hell yeah.
Don Peasy says the last 24 hours have been filled with more happiness, joy, inspiration, sadness, and tears than any 24-hour period of any sports team I've ever followed.
Wow.
It's been a lot.
Hell yeah.
By the way, it's so cool to just see Coach Prime be also exactly Coach Prime.
Yes.
Like when you just see him up there giving a speech, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
exact same guy.
His
Exactly.
message to the recruits today, too.
Yes.
It's like,
oh, yes,
Jesus.
he's so back.
We are
Crazy
all
vibes.
the way back.
Don Peasy says between the Coach Prime miracles, Shedeur getting screwed with reps, and Mr. Big Pause Christian Wilkins, this week has been wild. We're not even halfway done. Tell me about it. We haven't even gone back to Boulder yet. We're gonna have practice tomorrow.
Oh my god! Don't kiss your coworkers on the forehead, man.
Ed says, Jake, do you eat breakfast or skip straight to lunch?
I don't know why that's a
I
hilarious
don't know.
question, Loki.
Depends on the day.
Jake sleeps to lunch. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not a big breakfast guy. It's usually like a banana or like a bowl of cereal. Maybe a bagel every now and then, but like nothing
Love me a good
crazy.
bagel.
I'm not a big breakfast guy either, but I've been waking up at like 6 a.m. recently. Then I have no choice but to eat
Yeah, you
breakfast
gotta
because
be a
I'm
breakfast
hungry
guy.
by like 8.
Thanks.
Right. You guys would be disappointed. Wayne with the super
Ooh,
chat.
speaking of,
Whatever for Jake, FDP is the MVP. Speaking of, shout out Wayne.
shout out Wayne.
Shout out Wayne.
Jake and I played our first CFB game against each other yesterday.
Didn't go well.
It went well, huh?
BTJ.
QB1.
Belt to Jake.
Dang, you're so lucky I'm retired, bro. It's crazy.
Nah, bro, you're lucky, bro. You're lucky our reigns didn't overlap. You're lucky you gave it up before I got in the game.
Look,
bro.
my real take is you're lucky I honestly played you because I really don't like playing against other people in the game. I'll play the computer and play my dynasty for 20 years by myself.
All right.
It was like second quarter, bro. Was like, all right, Scott, I respect how you play. I'm like, my dog. Likewise, brother. Likewise.
All right, go to your meeting.
Will do.
We'll be back for practice tomorrow. We'll see you then. Let's go Buffs.
Squad.
We all silly like the mayor.